Do you feel like you compete with AI? Do you use AI? I mean, what is it, right? And how do you use it? And are you afraid of it? Are you curious? Are you intrigued? I watched a TED Talk earlier today, and it was Dharmesh Shah, who is the co-founder of HubSpot and the HubSpot CTO. And the name of his TED Talk was "How to Compete with AI and Win." And one of the very first things he asked is, do you feel like you're competing against AI, or do you compete using AI? And that's a really important question that each of us has to ask. Do we feel we're competing against AI, that AI is here to take our job, that we're going to be replaced, or are we getting infinitely better because we use AI? And in his TED Talk, Dharmesh, he really made the argument, look, AI is simply a tool. It's a tool similar to being a calculator or spell check. The spell check and calculator didn't replace you. It made you better. And if we're loan officers, we've been using a really sophisticated computer called an HP-12C, and we no longer had to do principal and interest payments by hand, or in an archaic way. We can do them in seconds on a super powerful handheld computer. Well, AI is just a different functioning computer. And do you use it like your HP-12C to make you faster, more efficient, more accurate? And that was really the whole basis of his talk. And by the way, that answer, 66% of the people think that they're competing. Hold on. 34% of people think they're competing against AI, and 66% of people think they're competing with AI. So you got to decide, which are you? And hopefully you're the ones that are competing with AI. Here's some of the key takeaways from Shah's TED Talk, and there's just a short handful of them. One, AI is autocomplete with a PhD. And today, especially, right, the new Grok 4 is PhD level in all things. It has more human knowledge on any topic, any one topic, than any human, which is incredible. But the thing is, these large learning models, these AI tools that we use, they're not magic. They just figure out what's the most reasonable next word. That's what they do for the most part, right? And so they're not perfect, but you got to use them with curiosity, but you can't follow them with blind faith. That our role is to make sure they're accurate. The second one is you won't compete against that AI. You're going to compete against people using AI. And so he said the question is no longer, can I do this better than an AI? A better question is, how much can I do with AI on my side? That goes back, are you competing against it, or are you competing with it? So the game is changing in AI from interaction to action, and that AI is starting to be able to act independently, especially with AI agents that are going to swarm us here in the next 12 to 18 months, completely change life as we know it. And as these changes keep happening, by the way, keep going. Am I fighting it or am I using it, right? And then he said, and this is the fourth of his fifth points in this TED Talk, do you know the most powerful programming language in the world? It's not C+ or basics, it's English. Because today you can speak in English very plainly to an LLM and it can create code for you. I mean, what the heck? I actually created a JavaScript a few days ago. I have no idea how to do that. I created this 3-page JavaScript to try to help manage my email, which was crazy. And by the way, it still doesn't work, but crazy. And then 5, this is really interesting. AI isn't going to take your job. It's going to get you a better job. Isn't that a great attitude? So 5 things. An AI is a PhD-ready assistant. You're not competing against it. You're competing with it. It's totally changing now from being, interaction to being independently action. You can program it in English, and it's not going to take your job. It's going to get a better job. So I liked all those things. I really liked his TED Talk. I'll put a link to the TED Talk below. I also did a LinkedIn post on this today. So if you want to get a full summary on his TED Talk, go visit my LinkedIn. And what he really said, and if you've been listening to me, I've been saying this for quite a bit of time, every task you start, you should start by asking, how can AI help me with this task? It doesn't matter what it is. Can AI help me? That's what you should ask. Be super curious. How might AI help me with this, right? Because it's not you versus AI. It's the power of you plus AI. And by the way, a really cool little chart that said the power of you plus AI, which you'll see in my LinkedIn post if you check it out. I'm going to actually talk about AI a couple times. I have a video I haven't done yet, but tomorrow, my tomorrow's video is going to talk about the dangers of AI. And if you know, I'm a huge proponent of AI. So if you like this, check me out tomorrow. I'm sorry about being late today. Super busy day. Hope you had a great day. I appreciate you giving me a few minutes of your time. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thanks.